Welcome to Imani Guest Houses, your perfect home away from home. Our spacious guest rooms are designed to provide you with ultimate comfort and relaxation, complete with hot showers and free Wi-Fi. Enjoy mouth-watering meals served in our charming dining area with friendly staff at your service. Rest assured that your vehicle is safe and secure with our ample on-site parking space. Unwind in the serene outdoor terrace while enjoying the scenic surrounding, and our friendly staff is always on hand to ensure your stay is nothing short of amazing. Located along Webuye Kitale Road opposite St. Joseph's Boys High School and 1 kilometer from the Kitale Airstrip, it is uniquely located at Imani Radio Ministry Campus near the airstrip and highway. Contact us on 0796 035561 or 0713 093354. Book your stay at Imani Guest Houses today and experience the ultimate comfort and relaxation in this beautiful region.
Thank you so much for watching Imani Television. This is the #1 TV station that builds our faith in Christ Jesus. I hope you had a lovely day and happy new month to you. Welcome to News Hour, today being Tuesday of the 1st of August 2023. Good evening from wherever you are watching us from. We have a lot lined up for you in our bulletin tonight, but before we go on, remember that you can always reach us through our SMS line 0746 580 788. And you can as well also reach us through our social media handles at Imani Television on Facebook and Imani Television on YouTube. Before we continue, I would like to remind you and invite you to our night vigil that will be taking place this month of August on 11th. That is next Friday. We welcome you to our night vigil that always comes on the second Friday of every month. So next Friday, have a deal and make arrangements to join us on our night vigil. Let's get our top stories tonight.
I don't know whether it is because these performance contracts have been going on for 20 years that many people maybe mistakenly think that it is a ritual.
People should have regulated themselves to travel when it is necessary. But because of the opulence, that all ministers and PSs were out of the country most of the time, the president had to put a stop and say you can only do so much.
So we are even asking the NSSF to stop deducting teachers' money without the teachers' consent to do the same.
The conference will be held in Uasin Gishu County, Eldoret Sports Club, from the 15th to 19th of August. We have developed a robust program for the 3 days.
So where did you pay our money? You need to prove that, yes, if you pay to a particular university, then give the detail, to invoices, the number of students, so that transparency fanya nini ionekane.
Mimi naomba wale wachuuzi wenye wamekataa kwenda sokoni, wamerudi kwa barabara, waondoke mara moja, wasipatikane barabarani.
The day is a chance to recognize their efforts and celebrate their commitment in protecting and preserving vulnerable wildlife, habitats and ecosystems across the world.
All right, welcome to the program. My name is BARASA SAENYI and Phyllis Miriko Arunga is our sign language interpreter. President William Ruto has officially launched a program that will ensure public servants sign performance contracts as a way to encourage diligence and responsibility in providing services to citizens. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony organized in State House in Nairobi, President Ruto has warned that he will not allow incompetence at work from public officials and asked them all to volunteer to help him fulfill his pre-election promises and manifesto. Let's watch.
In this regard, we wish to confirm to the country that the Council of Governors, together with its partners, has concluded the planning process for the Devolution Conference 2023, whose theme is...
All right, we'll be getting back to that item. And moving forward, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has called out cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries over their appetite for foreign travel. Speaking at State House on Tuesday, Gachagua said that these travels have made it difficult for them to even hold cabinet committee meetings. The second in command said that the CAS and PSS should have regulated themselves and do not have to honor every invitation they receive. The government last week received guidelines for foreign travels of cabinet secretaries, PSS chairpersons, and chief executive of state corporations. In the new guidelines issued by Chief of Staff and Head of Public Service Felix Koskei, the cumulative days a CS or a PS or a CEO of a state corporation shall be away from the country should not exceed 7 days per travel and 15 days per quarter, that is 3 months and 45 days per year. Let's watch.
Last week, he took a decision to limit foreign trips by all these people sitting here to a certain number in a year, which is very unfortunate. That should not have been the case. people should have regulated themselves to travel when it is necessary. But because of the opulence, that all ministers and PSs were out of the country most of the time, the president had to put a stop and say you can only do so much. And sometimes I wonder, why do you have to honor every invitation that you have been given to every country? Your Excellency, at times we have tried to hold cabinet committees, we can't. 5, 6, 7, 8 ministers are out of the country. Some change clothes at the airport from one country to another. That is the truth. Why can't you regulate yourself? If the president was to travel and honor every invitation, he will be out of this country the whole year. You just have to decide what is useful and other things you can leave to our ambassadors out of the country. Please let the president not limit your travel. Just be responsible. You have a work to do, and the work is here in Kenya. Again, Your Excellency, we have done so much as an administration, but the information is not out there. Our ministers are quiet.
All right, away from that, let's get our first items again. And President William Ruto has officially launched a program that will ensure public servants sign their performance contracts as a way to encourage diligence and responsibility in providing services to citizens. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony organized in State House, Nairobi, President Ruto has warned that he will not allow incompetence at work from public officials and asked them all to volunteer to help him fulfill his pre-election promises as well as his manifesto. Let's watch.
President William Ruto has declared a firm commitment to hold all government officers accountable for all their actions while in office.
Performance contracting in the government of Kenya is now in its 20th year of continuous implementation, and over that time, the performance contracts have evolved into a robust tool employed by government for measuring the performance of ministries, departments, and agencies in serving the people of Kenya.
Speaking on Tuesday during the signing of Cabinet Secretaries' performance contracts at State House, the President addressed issues of negligence, misappropriation of funds, and corruption within various ministries.
I don't know whether it is because these performance contracts have been going on for 20 years that many people maybe mistakenly think that it is a ritual. And that is why people resort to the old incompetent excuses that there was traffic, for them not to be in a public, the most important public function. We have a job because we have a contract.
Ruto expressed deep concern over the apparent lack of awareness among several officials about the happenings within their ministries. He recounted several interactions with principal secretaries where they seemed unaware of critical developments, raising questions about the level of competence in running their respective ministries.
For those who came late, who are members of the executive, I will be expecting a written explanation, and it should not include matters of traffic, on why they do not take these performance contracts seriously. Because if you do not take this performance contracting seriously, it means we do not take the contract with the people of Kenya on performance seriously. And that can be a very serious indictment on anybody.
Reporting for Newser, I'm Jedida Chepkosgei.
Well, thanks so much, Jedida, for that story. Now, the Council of Governors say it has concluded the planning process for the 8th Devolution Conference slated for 15th to 19th August 2023. This year's theme is 10 years of devolution, the present and the future. The conference, which will be held in Uasin Gishu County, will see over 10,000 people in attendance. The council chair of Kirinyaga, the council chair, who is also the Kirinyaga Governor, Anne Waiguru, has noted that there is a need to undertake a more comprehensive of the County Government Act 2012, to address the emerging issues. Let's watch.
In this regard, we wish to confirm to the country that the Council of Governors, together with its partners, has concluded the planning process for the Devolution Conference 2023, whose theme is 10 years of devolution, the present and the future. The conference will be held in Uasin Gishu County, Eldoret Sports Club, from the 15th to 19th of August. We have developed a robust program for the 3 days. Additionally, we have lined up pre-conference activities such as athletics and football to interact with the members of the public ahead of the conference. In line with the special presidential program to grow 15 billion trees by 2032, the county governments have so far grown 7.3 million trees. Further, we will grow 300 trees in Uasin Gishu to kickstart the conference. The council notes that the State Department of Devolution reviewed the County Governments Act 2012 without the involvement of the county government. Yet, this is a critical legislation in the implementation of devolution. However, we welcome the move to review the Act to conform to the judgments of the court, which declared the county development boards unconstitutional.
And now the Kenya National Union of Teachers, NAT, has criticized NSSF deductions on teachers' pay slips, claiming that the institution did not seek consent from the teachers. Speaking during the teachers' annual general meeting in Baringo County, NAT Secretary General Hesbon Otieno asked the government to stop the forthwith for failing to consult the teachers before implementing the act.
The worthful exercise of
it has come with a lot of shocker because it is something that was not anticipated and the teachers were not aware about. So any other person who wants to take money from the teacher's salary before it is discussed and talked about and the teachers understand the essence of that deduction should stop it. So we are even asking the NSSF to stop deducting teachers' money without the teachers' consent to do the same.
When you appeared before the head of state, he was able to understand the situation of our teachers. And that is why you were given that between 7 to 10% increment of your salary. And from where I sit, and knowing the plans and the wishes of our president, I am certain that slowly, gradually, and surely you are bound to even.
Now, parents in Uasin Gishu County took to the streets today following the Finland controversial program. Parents have been agitating for refund of their millions of shillings which they spend in the Uasin Gishu County Overseas Study Program. This comes days after the county leadership, led by the Governor Jonathan B. and Senator Jackson Mandago, addressed the issue. They also claim that the county government is doing little in addressing their plight. Let's watch.
Meusa shamba ile watoto wengine anateseka, hakuna chochote, ndio mnalete malilio kwako. Sikia county commissioner kufanya mzuri. Hii town nataka pandisha kwa city. Sasa na kwa city na wakora na iko ndani. Itakuwa city kweli? Mimi nauliza wewe county commissioner. Itakuwa city kweli?
This money that we paid, we don't know where it went to. So where did you pay our money? You need to prove that, yes, if you pay to a particular university, then give the details. To invoices, the number of students, so that transparency fanya nini ionekane.
Hiyo misinformation kusema wanafunzi 68 wamelipwa, hakuna mwanafunzi amelipwa.
Hakuna.
And if there is wa publish hiyo information na waweke kwa WhatsApp group ya wazazi. They have a WhatsApp group. Finally, county commissioner. We see a difference between the office of the county commissioner and the office ya Chelilem.
I want your money, no refund, no devolution. Hatutaki kwanza, hatutaki kwenda Finland. Tumetosheka, tusitanganywe. Pesa turudishwe. Tubaki nyumbani. Tufanye kazi yetu hapa nyumbani. We shall not go anywhere. Yes. We want your money.
Plan B iko sangi.
Kuweka amani. Above all ni amani. Na nashukuru vile ambavyo mmetembea Amefika, nilikuwa na wangoja hapa. Mimi niko na CCTV katika town hii yote, niko na CCTV kwa ofisi yangu. Nilikuwa na waangalia vile.
All right, now Senate Health Committee has offered to mediate between Kenyatta University and the Kenyatta University Teaching and Referral Hospital over training of medical students. Led by Uasin Gishu Senator Jackson Mandago, the committee visited both institutions on Monday following a petition by the university students alleging they were denied access to the hospital's premises for teaching and training. During the visit, it was revealed that the university management has been vying for control of the hospital, which is now registered as a standalone parastatal. Senator Mandago stated that investigations on the matter are ongoing.
But we have not started doing anything right now. It's open.
Number one is that we want the ownership of the hospital to be reverted to Kenyatta University, because that was the main aim for its construction. Number two is that we get access.
The university still wants the hospital to belong to the university. They want the legal framework to change so that they are allowed to manage the hospital. So maybe those issues will come. But I think the government is clear on where the direction that they want to take in terms of this hospital being a level 6 hospital.
So we've just made a visit to university just to familiarize ourselves with the facility itself. And also get submissions from the university and also from the hospital board and
Now, several people were injured during a confrontation between county officers in Busia County and traders at the Posta Market in Busia Town. The officers were urging the traders to vacate an area designated for road construction. Tensions escalated when the traders refused to leave. The officers forcefully ejected or removed the traders, resulting in a war between the two parties. The situation further escalated as the officers began loading the traders' goods into their vans and vehicles. Let's watch.
Tumetoa watu ambao walikuwa kwa shamba ya serikali kwa sababu tuko na mpango wa kufanya kazi huko. Kwa hivyo mimi naomba wale wachuuzi wenye wamekataa kwenda sokoni, wamerudi kwa barabara, waondoke mara moja, wasipatikane barabarani. Na wale vijana wenye hawa chuzi wamechukua, afisa wa serikali wakienda kuwatoa pale penye wamekuja, wanapigwa mawe. Hii haiwezi ruhusiwa. Na mimi naomba wazazi wa hao vijana ya kwamba mkae na vijana wenu kwa nyumba. Serikali itafanya kazi, hatutatishwa, kwa sababu nyinyi wachache hamtazuia wengi kupata.
Now from Busia County, we head straight away to Siaya County, where the Siaya County has received over 900,000 tablets of mebendazole and 34,000 tablets of praziquintel from the World Health Organization. This medicine will be distributed to every household in the county to combat intestinal worms and schistosomiasis, commonly known as bilharzia. Charles Oduor, the coordinator of neglected tropical diseases in Siaya County, stated that this is one of their initiatives to eradicate intestinal worms. He also encourages the community to embrace hygienic practices, use proper sanitation facilities, and urged fishermen to stop defecating in lakes in the sub-counties of Bondo and Rarieda. Siaya is one of the 5 counties in the larger Western and Nyanza region that benefits from the distribution of this medicine. Let's watch.
That will be used during the mass drug administration exercise. 938,800 tablets of mebendazole and 348,000 tablets of praziquantel.
Of importance today, we are receiving drugs. The 2 important drugs that we'll be using, that is praziquantel and albendazole tablets. Among others, you can see over here, we'll be having IEC materials. We'll be having the reflector jackets that will be used by our county, our CHVs. So we.
Now on to some other news. Rangers who paid the ultimate prize in the line of duty were honored as Kenya joined the world in celebrating World Ranger Day. From one county to another, the heroic men and women in boots were celebrated with a reduction in poaching attributed to their good work. Here is how the day was celebrated around the country, that is yesterday.
When you talk of the Isiolo, Samburu, Mount Kenya ecosystem, our elephants are on the increase.
The day is a chance to recognize their efforts and celebrate their commitment in protecting and preserving vulnerable wildlife, habitats, and ecosystems across the world.
This includes a variety of benefits such as housing, extraneous allowances, medical, capacity building, and encouraging our rangers to participate in extracurricular activities.
The review of those who have been promoted and has not been implemented.
Sasa inakuwaje mimi nakufanyia kazi ulionipa, lakini utoke hapo uanze kunitoa uhai? Kwa sababu gani? Binafsi, mtu binafsi. Njaa yako peke yake inataka kumaliza njaa ya umma mzima.
All right, let's find out some other news. And 6 Chinese nationals, including 1 woman and 5 men, have been brought before the Vihiga court on various charges, including carrying out mining activities in Kitigu area without a license. And as for the images that you can see on your screen right now, the 6 individuals were arrested last week and were brought back to Vihiga court today for their case. In his ruling on the matter, the chief magistrate at the Vihiga court, Samson Ongeri, has granted bail to 2 of the 6 accused individuals with a bond set at 1 million Kenyan shillings. The remaining 4 will remain in custody as their travel documents are still under scrutiny. The case will be mentioned on the 10th of this month, and the hearing will commence on the 25th of October this year. Now, Governor Gideon Mung'aro of Kilifi County has issued a stern warning to contractors and county officials against engaging in corruption, which negatively affects the county's services to its citizens. Governor Mung'aro has specifically cautioned contractors who are negligent and perform substandard work. It has been revealed that some county officials collude with contractors to embezzle county funds without completing the projects assigned to them, thus depriving citizens of essential services. These warnings come as Governor Mung'aro makes changes in the county's cabinet of ministers. Let's watch.
Individual public officers will be held accountable for any misconduct or wrongdoing, and any of cases of corruption or misuse of government resources will be dealt with firmly as per the law. That my administration has declared an all-out war against rogue contractors who put up shoddy structures resulting in massive losses of public resources. The residents have been waiting too long for the development projects to be completed, but some of the contractors work in collusion with county staff to frustrate implementation of projects. I hereby direct comprehensive audit and inspection of all of the delayed projects, and where contractors are found to have delayed without any responsible cause.
Well, from Kilifi County, that story marks the end of our bulletin tonight. But before we leave, I would like to remind you about our every second Friday of the month night vigil. We welcome you all, and if in any chance your praise and worship team can serve or can lead us in those sessions, our praise and worship sessions and that vigil, we invite you to recommend us with your praise and worship teams through our SMS number 0737 77 0970. You can inform us about the name of the church, the team, the name of the team, and many more. You'll get more details after you just make your applications or your proposals. Yes. My name is Barasa SAENYI. Phyllis Miriko Arunga is our sign language interpreter. Have a blessed night.